18th, plan to join us for a potluck lunch after the service, and then the second showing of 10 short documentaries as part of the Climate Justice Film Festival from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And now I welcome back to our spiritual home, Passerine. Thank you.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day. This is for the mamas. When I was a little girl, and the darkness called my name, I'd say, who do you think you're fooling? I'm a consecrated girl, I'm a singer in a Sunday choir, and my mama loves me, she loves me. She gets down on her knees and hugs me, oh yeah, she loves me like a rock. She rocks me like the rock of ages. She loves me. She loves me, loves me, loves me, loves me. And when I was grown to be a woman, and temptation called my name, I'd say, who do you think you're fooling? 'Cause I'm a consummated woman. I can snatch a little purity. My mama loves me, she loves me. Yeah, she gets down on her knees and she hugs me. Oh yeah, she loves me like a rock. She rocks me like the rock of ages. She loves me. She loves me, loves me, loves me, loves me. Now if I was the president, and the Congress called my name, well, I'd say, who do you think you're fooling? I got the presidential seal up here on the presidential podium. My mama loves me, she loves me. She gets down on her knees and she hugs me. Oh yeah, she loves me like a rock. She rocks me like the rock of ages. She loves me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. Oh yeah, my mama, she loves me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. She love me like a rock. Oh yeah, she love me like a rock, the rock of ages. Oh, my mama loves me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me. Love me, love me, love me, love me. She love me, love me, love me, love me.
Welcome back, Passerine. It's good to see you. Hello, everybody. I'm Beth Miller, and I have the opening words this morning. It's called The Complexity of Motherhood. On Mother's Day, let us mark how beautiful and complex it can be to mother and be mothered. To those who have mothered, regardless of gender, we thank you. To those who rejoice in the work, the role, the presence of mothering and mothers, we celebrate you. To those who rejoice in the work, the role, the presence of mothering, I said that one, and mothers, we celebrate you. To those who are in the thick of parenting, people of any age, we appreciate you. To those who experience loss through infertility, abortion, miscarriage, adoption, or running away, we mourn with you. To those who have lost their mothers, we grieve with you. To those who have endured abuse at the hands of their mothers, we acknowledge you. To those who experience pain at the marking of this day, we witness you. To those who are single moms, grandmoms, stepmoms, foster moms, adoptive moms, mentor moms, and spiritual moms of all ages, genders, and so on, we need you. And to those who are pregnant with new life, both expected and surprising, we anticipate with you. May we reflect with gratitude on the wide spectrum of mothering that happens in our lives and in our communities. Please join me as we light the chalice. The words will be displayed on the screen behind me. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. We are accountable to one another for doing the work of living our shared values through the spiritual discipline of love. For each of us is worthy of receiving love and compassion, as well as giving love and compassion to others.
So normally on Sundays, I read a story that reflects the themes of the sermon topic today, but today will be a little bit different. In our Sunday children's classes, we have been exploring how we're all connected to our earth. So in honor of that connection, and because it is Mother's Day, we asked the children to tell us how their mom is like Mother Earth. Here are their responses. The video quality is not great, but it's wholly authentic, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Hi, Griffin. Hi, Griffin.
Hi.
What does that say? What does that say?
It says, Mom is like Mother Earth.
How's she like Mother Earth? How's she like Mother Earth?
She's a beauty like Mother Earth.
She's a beauty like Mother Earth. Can you say Happy Mother's Day, Mom? Happy Mother's Day,
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Mother's Day, Mom.
Hi, Harper. What does that say in your picture?
Her
Mom is like Mother Earth.
She shares water with plants.
She shares water with the plants.
Yeah.
Say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Iris. Hi, Iris.
Hi.
What does that say? What does that say?
My mom is like Mother Earth.
How?
Because she is beautiful like Mother Earth, and she gives me and my sister everything we need.
Would you like to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Mom is like Mother Earth because she gives good food?
Yeah.
You want to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Augie. Hey, Augie. What does that say? What does that Mom?
It says nothing.
Mom is like Mother Earth?
It says Mom is like red.
Oh, because she's red? She's red?
Her nails are red, so that's why I made this red.
Mom is like Mother Earth because she has red fingernails?
Don't.
Would you like to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Now you take it.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Mother's Day, Mom. You know your mom's... Hello, what's your name? What's your name? Hi, Phoebe. It says your mom is like Mother Earth. How's that?
You're always helping me in all different ways like Mother Earth.
She helps you in all different ways, like Mother Earth. Would you like to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Pax.
Pax. Why is your mom like Mother Earth?
My mom is pretty like that earth.
Your mom's pretty like the earth. Would you like to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Hello, what's your name? Hi, Ian, what do you got there? A picture? Can we see it? It says, my mom is like Mother Earth. Why is that, Ian? Why is your mom like Mother Earth? Because she is brave. What's your mom's name? Erica. You want to say Happy Mother's Day to her? Hello. What's your name?
Teddy.
Hi, Teddy. Did you do a little picture there for your mother?
Yeah.
Says, Mom is like Mother Earth. Why is your mom like Mother Earth, Teddy?
Because she is kind.
Because she's kind. And what is your mother's name?
Gina.
Do you want to say Happy Mother's Day to her?
Happy Mother's Day.
Hello. What's your name? Hi, Jackie. What do you got there? A picture. What does it say? My mom is like Mother Earth.
Because she's red and warm.
Because she's red and warm. Would you like to say Happy Mother's Day to her? What's her name?
Lisa.
Happy Mother's Day, Lisa.
Okay.
Say it.
Happy birthday.
What's your name? Hi, AJ. Oh, I see you have a picture there for Mother's Day. What does it say?
It says, my mom is like Mother Earth because she is loving.
Because she is loving. What's your mom's name? Do you want to say Happy Mother's Day to her?
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
And this is Emily. Emily's video unfortunately got corrupted, so I wasn't able to add her to the collage, but she too also wishes her mom Happy Mother's Day. And I wish all of the mothers and those who have mothered someone Happy Mother's Day to you as well. You're all amazing individuals, and one day is not enough to show you the love. I now invite any youth and children to join their teachers in the classroom for a fun art project and building community together. And if you're new here, just follow me. Thank you.
Well, we have just a song for Mother Earth, so hope you'll enjoy it.
If I can stop crying after all that, oh my gosh. So cute.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'll make it.
What a day, just nothing better than a friend. What a day, oh yeah. The smell of rain has itched to ride upon the wind. I got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got a song inside my heart, singing all the life is sweet. Oh, what a day. What a day for us. All the clouds have gathered round the tops of trees. What a day, glorious. Fall of rain has gathered round, I can't believe. All that's green lifts up its leaves, singing water, come on in. We've been waiting all these days, praying you would come and quench every yearning in our bones. What a life with you begins, oh what a day. Is believing. As wings of faith. Is a clear river of perceiving. All is well. It's just a friendly mystery. What a day, glorious. Baby blue jay squawking in the cherry tree. What a day, glorious. Deep in the night we had a raccoon robbery. Pitter patter, little paws have left their footprints all around. Pitter patter, evidence some fruit has fallen on the ground. Pitter patter, sings my heart, the thought what's to come. Oh, what a day. What a day, glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than our friends. What a day, glorious. The smell of rain has hitched a ride upon the wind. I've got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got a song inside my heart, singing all in life is sweet. What a day. Got a song inside my heart, singing all the life is sweet. Oh, what a day.
Thank you. For our time for centering in words, I found a Mother's Day prayer, which I've adapted somewhat to fit our theme a little bit better. It's originally by Linda Susan Ehrlich, and I think she would not disapprove. For all the mothers and mother figures of all genders, the grandparents, aunts and uncles, and extended family members who mother, the it's complicated mothers, the birth mothers, foster and adoptive parents, stepmothers and stepfathers, the used-to-be dad mothers, and the more than one mom mothers, the single mothers, separated mothers, stay-at-home mothers, unhoused mothers, the grieving mothers, those who grieve their mothers, and those whose grief is complex. For all the communities that mother, like this community, and for all who depend on the great mother, you are held and beloved. As we enter this time of silence, I invite you to bring to mind those who have mothered you and those you have mothered throughout your lifetime. All right, so by now you've gotten the idea that this is a little bit of an unusual Mother's Day service. We do wish all mothers a very happy Mother's Day. You work hard and deserve much more than flowers and brunch one day a year. It's a big job. Thank you for all that you do. But this year, Catherine and I wanted to explore mothering as a verb. Mothering as something all of us can do, regardless of our own age or gender or the age or stage of life of the recipient of our mothering. Mothering as something we all need from time to time, and that most of us will need at the end of our lives. I ran across a disturbing statistic from Harper's Index in this month's edition, as I was kind of looking for things with this to address this topic. It reported that only 35% of American adults surveyed said that, as children, they knew a compassionate, non-judgmental adult. Only 35%. And only 50% of those Americans, of the 35%, only 50% of those Americans said that their mother was compassionate and non-judgmental. And only 5% said that their father was. That was pretty shocking to me. I checked the sources of this information and learned it was from unpublished and informally published survey data collected and reported by Mark Brackett, who's the director of the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence. So it's not very scientific, but it's got something to back it up. We could quibble, I suppose, somewhat with the wording, compassionate and non-judgmental. Maybe all parents are felt to be judgmental. Maybe as kids we didn't feel much compassion when what we wanted or needed was denied us. But wouldn't we expect that way more than 50% of the 35% of American adults would have come to see their mothers in a better light as adults? And only 5% of 50% of those surveyed would continue to, wouldn't have a better thought of them after all these years as adults? Maybe this many respondents really had strict parents. We don't know. But it certainly piqued my interest. How would you have responded to that survey? Think about that for a second. How would you have responded? My curiosity went on to wondering if these people had other adults in their lives who mothered them at some point in their lives and gave them the kind of attention they felt they were lacking. The prevalence of reparenting therapy and internal family systems dynamic therapy and several other forms aimed specifically at healing childhood trauma points to the need for greater nurturing. Gloria Steinem posted something about this need and who can fill it on Facebook in 2016. Gloria Steinem has no children, but she has great respect for all who mother. She said, "Even if we are not mothers, the noun, we may be mothering, the verb. Indeed, unless mothering is a verb, it is not an action in the world." Think about it. As a noun, mother is limited to half the human race, and also to the accident of fertility and age and intention. As a noun, mother may be good or bad, willing or unwilling, on welfare or rich, worshipped or blamed, dominating or nurturing, accidental or chosen. But when mother is a verb, as in to be mothered and to mother, then the very best of human possibilities come into our imaginations. And we are all able to mother, whatever our sex or our age or our abilities. To mother is to care about the welfare of another as much as one's own. To mother creates the only pairing in which the older and younger, the stronger and the weaker, are perfectly matched. Mothering in this larger context describes what today's speakers, Paul Lewis and Susan Stasiak, will share with us this morning. Paul Lewis was born and raised in Brooklyn and moved to Sarasota from Vermont in 1994. A retired engineer, Paul has been a member of UUs of Sarasota for more than 20 years and was our choir director for 7 years. He's been married to Jane Shannon for 44 years and was her caregiver for 3 years as her dementia progressed. Susan Stasiak is a mother of 2, a grandmother of 3, an aspiring author, and a lifelong learner. She has been a member of UU Sarasota since January 2025 and regularly attends the Chalice Group. Susan was caregiver for her life partner who also suffered from dementia, plus COPD and congestive heart failure for 7 years. I'm sure you will appreciate their stories. I'll invite Paul to come on up right now, and then Passerine will follow him, and then Susan. Come on up, Paul.
Good morning. The Dalai Lama was asked, this is probably 20 years ago, I've been carrying this quote around in my wallet for at least that many years. Dalai Lama was asked to summarize in 25 words or less his understanding and teachings of Buddhism. And this is what he said. Help other people, serve other people, make more friends, make more smiles. It's less than 25 words, but it stuck with me for at least 20 years, however long ago it was. My wife, Jane, who, if you've been around here long enough, you would have seen me helping around in and out of her seat, went into Sunnyside Memory Care a year ago, and about 4 years ago, she'd been progressively suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's. I was coming in from working outside in the yard. I think I was mowing the grass or something, but I came in and I kind of smelled something, and I looked over in the kitchen, and she had put a wooden salad bowl on the stovetop and turned it on, and it was just about to burst into flame. And that was 4 years ago, and that's when I became a full-time 24/7 caregiver. I was given, when I was asked to do this little presentation, I was given 3 sort of talking points. The first one is, what have you learned from being put into the role of a caregiver, and how has it impacted your spirituality, or how has it impacted you spiritually, physically, and mentally? The first point, anybody who has ever done anything close to this or raised little kids doesn't need to be told this. It is exhausting, seriously exhausting. And the first thing when people give you guidance or any kind of assistance with being a 24/7 caregiver is that you need to take care of yourself, which is easy to understand and easy to say, but it's difficult to do. Very quickly, I learned, I'm a long-time bicyclist, and I learned that I needed to get out of the house and just clear my head for a couple hours. So one of the first things I did was hire home health nursing to come in for 3 hours a day. I started out like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then went to 5 days a week, and then 7 days a week. But if you find yourself in the position of being a 24/7 caregiver, you need to take care of yourself, because it can drain you spiritually, physically, and mentally very quickly. The second talking point was, what have been the highs and lows of being a caregiver? The highs are pretty much associated with actually being able to help someone you love who really needs the help. If you didn't do this, a lot of it wouldn't get done. And the lows, don't get me started on the lows. I think you can imagine what the lows are. Okay, third talking point is, what would you like to share with others who may become caregivers in the future? I recently took an online personality test, just out of curiosity. It was one of these, there's lots of these personality tests. This one sort of placed you into, I think it was 8 archetypal personality groups. You know, the leader, the thinker, the warrior, etc. And I answered, it was like 15 minutes worth of answering questions, and then it gave me the answer. And not much to my surprise, but I tested out, everybody has a little bit of the 8 archetypes, but I tested out primarily as the caregiver, which was a good thing. Because if you find yourself ever being put in the position of a caregiver, especially a 24/7 caregiver, it wouldn't hurt to take a personality test and see how much of this caregiver you have in your personality. And if it turns out you don't have much caregiving personality, you need. There's a Warren Zevon song that it's about a young guy who gets into trouble in Central America, and the chorus goes, "Bring lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this." And if you're in a position to become a full-time caregiver, bring in as much help as you can. Lots of help. Wherever you can find it, friends, family, whoever you can afford to bring in for professional help, because you'll need it. Thank you.
This is a beautiful song by Townes Van Zandt. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. Well, I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. In the night forlorn are the mornings born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. And you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. Well, I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Ladies with me now, with this I showed her how to place her lily hand in a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? And if I needed you, I would come to you, 'cause I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? And if you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. If you needed me, I would come to you. Well, I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Susan Stasiak, and I am very grateful to be here. Thank you for having me. I bet most of you here have been called to action to use your mothering skills, probably sometime in your life, maybe even now. Am I right? Probably, huh? When I was a caregiver, I had to update my mothering skills, but not without some strife. It's been almost 5 years since my life partner, Chuck, passed away, and when I was a caregiver for him. I didn't know I had a calling. I didn't know I had a message. All I knew was I had a job. And as you heard from my partner here, from the very beginning, I thought I had only needed to arm myself with enough information so I could control the uncontrollable. Yeah. We're talking about dementia, COPD, congestive heart failure. What was you thinking, Susan? I wasn't thinking, right? As my partner's health declined, I expected others to help us. Except I didn't ask. Instead, I believed that I could, and I should, do this all alone. Well, that expectation brought me to my knees. Like you heard, of course, I was tired and I was exhausted. Then one day, there was a change in my thinking. Chuck and I had been fighting about him not taking his medications that particular morning. I insisted. That didn't help. I insisted more. That didn't help either. Frustrated, I went for a walk and asked myself, why won't he let me do my job? Well, this was about midpoint in our 7-year caregiving trek, and Chuck's dementia was starting to bump against me, changing both of us, really. I had one foot in the past, wanting to stay there, and one foot in the future, facing confusion, frustration, and emotional pain. This transition was tearing me up and ripping us apart, ruining the relationship that we had built so well. That evening, though, I reached out to a friend, Cheryl, to vent. I feel like I'm going crazy, I said. I squabble with Chuck, and I feel like I'm his sergeant. Like I'm telling him what to do and then chiding him into doing it. Cheryl, was a retired nurse with plenty of experience. She listened patiently, and then she asked me one question. Do you think you're God? Yeah, of course not. I snapped back to her. I was shocked. But then this one blunt question exposed the essence of my problem. My problem was I was not in charge of Chuck. I didn't have the power to save, to prolong, or even shorten his life. My role was to help Chuck live out his life in peaceful, less hampered ways with minimal pain and less struggle. The truth was he would eventually die, and I didn't want to accept it, though I desperately tried to deny his death unconsciously. The conflict was in here, not out there. I began to realize that most of my stress was caused by my expectations and the way I thought things should go, my way. After my prompt with Cheryl, I started practicing how to see things differently. Whenever a conflict came up, I'd question myself. Is this for Chuck's benefit or my benefit? Is this love of Chuck or power over Chuck? I soon realized that my roadblocks were my fears. My fear of death, my fear of losing Chuck, my fear of being alone, and my fear of having to make huge changes. The result of my fears were me trying to control people and circumstances. Well, you know what that brought. Plenty of self-inflicted stress. We all know that acceptance and surrender to the natural order of things are really spiritual principles that we should try, or at least I would try, to attain. But how do I get there? They're up here, but I need to go in here. I reach for those principles by starting to examine my thoughts and my beliefs beneath the emotional anxiety and frustrations that I had as I was mothering. Most of those beliefs were flimsy, tenuous, no longer true. I even had beliefs from my childhood. We don't want to go there. And then when I did face those and challenge my fears, I found peace because they were fake in some ways. And when I found peace within and knew where the frustration was coming from, not out there, but within, I was able to be peaceful and bring peace to Chuck. On most caregiving days, there were typical mothering tasks like taking care of Chuck's personal needs or maybe making appointments to doctors and laboratories. Pretty mundane, sometimes messy, but soon I began to see those tasks at a higher level. A kind of service. We heard that a minute ago. Not just a service to your neighbor or the community, but a service to the one I love without any expectation in return. It was a compassion, a higher form of love. Yet first, I had to be compassionate here within myself before I could bring it to Chuck. That meant I had to forgive myself for my missteps, which were plenty, apologize to Chuck and anyone else that I've hurt, and earnestly try to see things differently and consciously. When I changed my perceptions and understood my emotions, I changed my experience, and our caregiving journey softened. Not the outcome, but rather the way I experienced it. It brought both of us peace. About a year before Chuck died, he asked me to get a cat. A cat. I didn't need a cat. But he insisted, so I borrowed a cat from my sister. I called it Rent-A-Cat. Maggie the Rent-A-Cat was perfect for not just Chuck, but me. As Chuck's ability to communicate declined, we didn't have to talk. We laughed. Watching Maggie with her antics, chasing that mouse, not real mouse, chasing the mouse up in the air, doing all the beautiful things a cat does, especially her sweet, always purring presence. After Chuck died, my sister gave Maggie to me, and Maggie became my companion, waiting for me to come home instead of an empty house. Maggie was the angel that Chuck promised to send me when he got to heaven. She came early. Chuck was my unintentional teacher. He brought me the opportunity to apply what I've learned over the years when I was not as great as an active mother to my children. I got a do-over. Looking back over my life, I noticed this confluence of integrated life experiences. It's like you got to get to a certain age before you can do that. But I do now understand why certain events happened and why I made certain choices. I have a calling now. I have a purpose, and that purpose expands my heart and imprints on my soul. Caregiving of Chuck and now helping other caregivers was and is a grace-filled and a growth-filled spiritual quickening like no other. I had to really grow up on the inside, and mothering did that for us. Like many caregivers, though, I was just an ordinary person trying to do my best. Caregiving showed me how it could be a divine assignment, a sacred event to learn from. I heard the call, I accepted the call, and that is my story of mothering.
Thank you, Paul and Susan. Thank you for sharing your story with us, helping us to understand mothering as a much larger context. And now it is time for us to share our gifts with the congregation. We invite you to be as generous as you can as we take the offering and listen to Don's wonderful music. Let this sacred time begin. Thank you, Don and Passerine and speakers. It's been lovely. My story is a little different than Paul and Susan's. I lost my mother when I was 12. Actually, it was many months before I was 12. She didn't die. She didn't run away from home. She deteriorated slowly but clearly and surely into mental illness. In those days, the early 1960s, they called it a nervous breakdown. There was a lot that led up to it. Financial stress in the family, age. My parents were in their 40s when I was born. There was a very difficult older child, my brother, 5 years older than me. He was angry and rebellious and defied our mother constantly. He bullied me and intimidated her. And she couldn't manage him at all, and that was a lot of stress for her. My family never had health insurance, and because of the financial strain, we were rarely taken to doctors. So when my father would say to Mom, "Oh, dear Helen, don't you think you ought to see a doctor?" she would say, "No, no, 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 I'll be all right, I'll be all right." My dad, of course, saw that it was getting progressively worse, but she kept insisting she'd be okay, and he just could not bring himself to take charge and make her get to the doctor. So at some point, when she was no longer bathing or getting dressed, she couldn't take care of the house or cooking, stayed in bed much of the time. Finally, at that point, I convinced my father that we absolutely had to get her some medical attention, and he finally agreed. I asked him to make an appointment, and I'd stay home from school and get her ready to go and have her ready. He could just come and pick her up at the appointed time and take her to the doctor. And that's how I lost my mother. She didn't come home that day, but was taken directly to a mental health facility where she stayed for many weeks and underwent electroconvulsive therapy, or as it was called back then, shock treatments. When she came home, my mother seemed pretty much like her old self. She was much better, but I couldn't go back to being a child again. My mother and I had a very nice relationship from then on, but it was different. I couldn't trust childhood anymore. She died when I was in my mid-30s, and there was a long relationship ongoing past 12, but it had permanently changed. I looked after her more than she looked after me the rest of her life. I subtly but pretty clearly resisted any attempt she made to mother me, and my father had always left the parenting to her, so he didn't get involved. Now, you remember that Harper's survey I talked about earlier? I'm one of those people who might have said that I did not have compassionate and non-judgmental adults in my life. But fortunately, I did. I had an aunt and an uncle, and the mothers of two of my girlfriends who were supportive other adults in my life, although they didn't know all that was going on at home because it was a family secret, and I wasn't supposed to talk about it, and I didn't. But their warmth and their positive regard for me helped immensely. I remember learning much later, when I was a religious education director as an adult, before I became a minister, that reading a study and understanding that kids, especially teenagers, needed non-judgmental, accepting adults other than their parents, in addition to their parents, in order to thrive. They needed neutral adults who didn't have a stake in what they thought and behaved and did. I was fortunate to have that, even though I held the details of my situation confidential. I just knew they cared about me, and that made a difference. Had I been less used to being self-sufficient, I'm sure I could have gotten more support from other adults. And had I been able to accept more, I know I would have learned how to ask for help when I needed it. But I'm still working on that. As we've illustrated this morning, we all need mothering at different points in our lives. And we all can offer mothering, whether we're biological mothers or even female, of course. And you just never know when a kind word or an affirming attitude feels like mothering to someone. Please be open to offering it and receiving it. It matters. And now please join me in our closing hymn, When I Am Frightened. Closing words are from George E. Odell. We need one another when we mourn and would be comforted. We need one another when we are in trouble and afraid. We need one another when we are in despair, in temptation, and in need to be recalled to our best selves again. We need one another when we would accomplish some great purpose and cannot do it alone. We need one another in the hour of success when we look for someone to share our triumphs. We need one another in the hour of defeat when with encouragement we might endure and stand again. We need one another when we come to die and would have gentle hands prepare us for the journey. All our lives we are in need and others are in need of us. Please join me as we extinguish the chalice.
But not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Thank you for being here this morning. Go out and enjoy those you mother and those who mother you on this Mother's Day.
Thank